Good morning guys, and welcome back to another video. Just got back from taking the dogs for a walk. Went to the woods. I was hoping that there'd be loads of like wildflowers around, but I think we just missed it. We have quite a lot in our garden at the moment, but yeah, I know that woods usually has loads, but there are only a couple where we went. But that was a shame, but never mind, we still had a nice time. But I'm just in the office. I'm gonna pack a few orders, which I probably won't film. But I'm going to pack a few orders. I've just brought myself out a slice of passion fruit and white chocolate blondies, which I made the other day, which is very nice. So I'm going to eat that, and then I've got to go to work. And I thought when we get back, me and Virgil are probably going to nip to like maybe B&M, maybe the garden centre, and grab a few things, because I am so ready to get the greenhouse and vegetable area sorted. I feel kind of like I'm already too late, like it's May now, like have I missed the mark to do it? I don't know. But just that whole area is a whole huge work in progress, so if I can just get a few tomatoes planted this year or just something, that would be amazing. But yeah, the whole area just needs like plants adding and seating bits and just landscaping and all sorts. So it will take some time and we'll just work on it slowly. But yeah, we'll have a look at maybe some garden centres later and see if anything takes our fancy and bring it back here. But yeah, I'm just going to pack some orders and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Okay, since we've got even more leftover bricks, I think we should make a planter out of them in here for my tomatoes, because I've been looking online and a lot of people seem to keep their tomatoes in the greenhouse. I don't know if I'll fit all of mine because I've got loads of seedling ones, but I'll try and put a couple in here at least, and hopefully that means they won't get eaten or anything. So yeah, I'm gonna, with the help of Fergal, take all of this out, and I guess we'll cut the liner and then put some compost in and hopefully put the tomatoes in today. So I've just put these in here like that. I'm hoping that's a good enough distance apart, but all of my store-bought ones, I feel like they're at a good stage to actually plant out now. So I'm going to put these in here, and then I'm going to steal the pots from these ones and use them for my tomatoes that I've grown from seed, so that they'll have more room to grow. So I'm just about to put these here. A tip I saw on TikTok was that when you're about to plant them, you should get some string and actually tie it and knot it around here, so that when they're growing, basically they've got the string for support and you can kind of twist the plant around it. So that means I need to have maybe like a bamboo stick or a big bit of wood right at the top of this area to tie the string to, because at the moment obviously it's just the roof, there's nothing there. But I think I can plant them now and I'll just leave the string loose. I can kind of measure how long it needs to be. But then yeah, I think that would be really good. Like I said, I'm going to have these 5 in here. I did see someone say that you should crack an egg into it and like the shell, and apparently that's really good calcium. I kind of want to try that on like one of them, and that would be a fun test to see whether that actually makes a difference or not. But yeah, I'm going to do these 5 in here, and then my other ones, when they get bigger, we'll put them outside and hopefully they don't get eaten or anything. But that will also be a nice way to see if them being in the greenhouse does make them way nicer and way, like, you know, better against pests and stuff. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm excited actually. Another tip that I saw, I don't really know what I'm doing at all, was to take off the lower branches and, well, lower stems, and to bury it pretty deep. Apparently that helps it out, so I will do that on all of them. And I think you're also supposed to pull off any bits like that anyway, so I'm just going to pull off the whole thing. But yeah. And because these ones are all different, I think I got 2 of the same variations, but quite a lot of them are different. I'll make sure to keep the labels and put them in front so that I can see which is which, and also see which one grows better. You know how I literally just said I was going to add some string to the bottom of these? Well, I forgot. I literally just done them all, and I just realised that I never added the string. So I'm just going to stick them in something else and put it behind. That will work fine. It will still be fine. I've just not done it the way I was going to. Never mind. Okay, all of the tomatoes are in. And I managed to figure something out with the string, so I've just kind of tied it around the back and just left it there until we can tie it at the top. And I've kept the labels, so we're ready to see which is which. I'm going to give everything a good water now, and then I'm going to take the old plant pots and put my small tomatoes in those. So I have no idea what variation of tomato this is because I literally just wrote down tomatoes. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of them. So I'm going to take them out of this and put them in the bigger pots that I just got from the other tomatoes, and hopefully that will help them to grow nice and big and strong. Little baby, what did you? Oh, right in the dirt pile. Okay, that's all of the tomatoes planted up. I think I want to give everything a good water, and then we're going to go to the garden centre. Good afternoon, guys. We are back from the garden centre. We went to 2 different garden centres and we just went to B&M as well. But we got a couple of things. I thought I would do a little haul and show you. First off, we got 9 of these 6-foot bamboo stick things, which we're going to make like a frame for our broad beans to grow up, which is very exciting. So I'll probably get Virgo to help you with that tomorrow, but that's tomorrow's project. I got, what else did I get from the same shop? We got some broccoli. This was only, how much was it? £3.45, which I thought was quite good considering how many you get. I've never done broccoli before, so I definitely need to look up how to do this, but I don't know, I just want to try out different things and see how it goes, so that's really exciting. And then we also got a cucumber. Fergal picked this. I did actually try and do some cucumbers from seeds this year, but absolutely nothing happened to the seeds. So not sure what I did wrong there, but we picked this up. I think this was £2. So we'll see how that goes. Again, I need to look this up because I have no idea how you grow cucumbers, but very exciting. And the only other plants we got were, we got 2 of these, I think they're hydrangeas. Which I think we are going to get some trellises, and the bit where the path goes into the actual veg plot area, I like the idea of having maybe an archway and trellises on the either side, and maybe having these grow up. I thought that could be really nice. And then everything else we got is from B&M. So we got a watering can because we only have one, and obviously it'd be good to have one for this part of the garden and one for the rest. I got some tomato feed because my main thing that I'm growing this year is tomatoes, so you know, I really want them to do well. So we got this. One of the other things that we did get from the garden centre was some duck eggs, but I have not brought those out to the greenhouse with me. But yeah, we got duck eggs as well. I got a couple of cheap tools which I'm just going to hang up in here. I like the idea of just having everything be really neat and hanging up, and I know where it is all the time. So I still need to put up something to hang everything, but again, we can do that a different day. I got these, which just seed trays, but for now I'm actually going to keep them and put my seedlings and plants in them so that when I'm watering them, the water doesn't go straight onto the like wooden shelf, it will just go into here. I also saw someone say that they much prefer watering their like seedlings and plants by filling this with water and then putting them in it and letting them soak it up, so I can use it like that as well. And then, not greenhouse related, but we got a normal seed feeder and a fat ball seeder. We actually meant to pick one of these up a couple weeks ago, but we accidentally got a peanut one instead. So we also got some peanuts for that. But that's really nice. It means that we have one of each, and I'm sure the birds will love it. But yeah, that's all that I got. I'm not really sure what else I'm going to do today. I might have a little bit of a tidy up in here and organise some stuff, but I think that tomorrow we'll get the bean structure done, and I'll catch up with you guys then. Hello guys, it is the next day. It's actually already 3 o'clock. I've just been doing some work this morning. Phil actually went to work, but we're obviously back out in the greenhouse. I think this whole video is probably going to be very much dedicated to greenhouse and veg plot stuff. But Fergal grabbed me a few more of these trays yesterday because I realised I didn't have enough. Dustpan and brush because why not? And a few more seeds because for some reason in my head I thought it's too late to sow any more seeds, but apparently May is still a good month to do it. So I got some carrots, some salad leaves. We do already have some lettuce, but it's not looking that good, so I'll try doing some more. Some peas, snap peas. And I also found one of my wisteria pods had snapped. I actually heard like a bang the other day in my office, that's where they were, and this was on the floor. So I'm going to plant these up and see if anything comes out of them because I absolutely love wisteria, and we can have more, that'd be great. But I think today we're going to measure a bit here because I want to get a trellis and like an archway, so I need to measure that and maybe put the bamboo sticks we got yesterday in the ground for the broad beans. In terms of making like a support for the tomatoes with the string, we have this random bit of wood, so I think Fergal's just going to screw it, I don't know if you can see that, to the top like this, and then we'll have it in a good placement so the string can just come up and tie. It looks a bit ugly, but I think I'll paint it the same green so it kind of just blends in. You won't really notice it hopefully, but you know, that means we don't have to buy anything and we've already got it, so that will be easy enough. So I'll do that today as well, and I'll plant up some new seeds. I feel like yesterday I mentioned that our cucumber that we actually sowed from seed hadn't done anything, but There are tiny little shoots appearing, so maybe we can get some cucumber from seed as well.
Come back home to me, where rivers are running free, through valleys as far as the eye can see. I'll be waiting on you till you're in my arms, a place that you can call your home. Come back home to me, shelter from the storm, I'll keep you safe and warm. We'll hide out here for as long as you want, you want. Brick by brick we lay the bones to this old place. Memories I won't let ever fade. Come back home to me.
Good morning guys, I'm just in the office. As you can see, it's actually been a couple of days since I last properly spoke to you and vlogged. So it's Tuesday today, and I think the last time I vlogged was Thursday. So yeah, it's been a little while, so I'm sorry about that. But I thought I would give you a quick recap on what I've been up to this weekend. So on Friday, Fergal spent pretty much the whole day trimming the huge hedge in the veg plot area, and we still actually have so many piles of leaves and branches because our green bin filled up so quickly. And then Saturday and Sunday we spent the whole day in the veg plot area. So Fergal sorted out the water butt and we got our hose sorted. We emptied our compost bin and moved it somewhere else. Fergal built me 2 new veg beds, and we've used half the compost from our compost bin, and we've also used some store-bought compost because I don't know how good our compost is. I don't really trust it. It's basically, I mean, it's probably fine, but it's basically the stuff from when we used to have chickens. So a lot of it, you can kind of tell it's a bit hay-like still, so maybe we didn't quite have it in there for long enough. But we really wanted to move it, and I don't know, once we took it out, we were like, let's just mix it in with the other compost, I'm sure it'll be fine. But for the 2 new ones he's done, like the veg beds, we're trying the no dig method. So we've just done a frame and we've done cardboard and then obviously compost and soil and stuff on top. So we'll see how that goes, because obviously the main bed we've got is just a dugout bed. So it'll be interesting to see if there's a difference between those two and how stuff grows. But yes, I've got 2 new veg beds now, so that's really exciting. And we've been looking at the rest of the wood we've got, and I'm hoping we have enough wood to do a few more veg beds. I've got a plan. I'll tell you, I'll kind of show you what I'm thinking later. But I think I'm going to want to have 2 or 3 more veg beds. I'm going to go probably more than we need, but I think I would rather have too many than not enough. And I've been looking at some books and stuff about planting like throughout the year, and I'm basically going to try and follow some guides and set everything up. But again, more on that later. But yes, Virgil is just in the vegetable area now because this morning we got our arch. So we have got an arch going when you go into the veg bit area. There's going to be an arch which you go under, and potentially trellises on either side. Or we're like not 100% sure. We have some like hedges there at the moment, but I think a trellis would be nicer, and it's a bit more instant because, you know, obviously the hedges are going to take ages to grow. But yes, so today we are building the arch. I do have to go to work in a minute, so I'm going to let him crack on with it, and then I'll come and help after work. But yeah, I'm super excited. I think I'm going to paint it. I feel like I have to paint every single piece of furniture in the garden. Like, it has to be done. I can't not paint it, right? So I will probably be painting it the willow green colour because I have to. But I'll probably build it first and we'll see how it looks and then decide. But yeah, I'm super excited to get that sorted, and it's slowly coming together. But yeah, let's see what Fergal's getting up to, and yeah, crack on with the day. Another thing that I thought I would really quickly show you before we go see what Fergal's doing is that I got this book off of Amazon. It was really highly recommended, but this is kind of the book that I think I'm going to follow because it literally says month by month what you should be doing. It separates the bed up into 10 bits, and obviously if I've got multiple beds I can just kind of do that quite easily. So I thought this could be a good plan on what to do. I'll kind of talk to you about this a little bit more later when we set everything up, but I think because I'm such a beginner with this, I think this would be super helpful to know what to plant when, and yeah, just be a good guide. So a little update on the veg that we've got in the greenhouse. Fergal got me a few more strawberries because he's going to make me like a net cage, and one of the things that is good to put under netting is strawberries. So we've got those. We've got one of these is a pepper and one of them is a chili. I don't know which is which. I'm trying to figure that out still. I potted up this cucumber, which is just a store-bought one. I think it was saying that it's good to pot them up before you put them out, just to let them grow a bit more. Got some courgette, nothing's happening with that. Pumpkin and beetroot, again, nothing happening with those, but I've only just done them. Some salads, again, nothing happening there. I really need to water everything. My tomatoes are doing well. And then, something I'm very happy about is that out of nowhere, my cucumbers have actually popped off. So I've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. We'll probably give one to Fergal's dad. But yeah, really happy about that. Celery is doing well. I need to figure out what I'm doing with that. Lettuce is doing pretty good. I've got one single pepper here, and my basil. Nothing happened with that. And then down here I decided to grow a few flowers, so I've just put them in kind of randomly. Got some snap peas, nothing happened with that at the moment. Radish, the radishes that have come through so quickly. I literally just did that the other day. Got the store-bought tomatoes, which are all doing well. This one's actually getting a flower on it already. And then we've got some kale, some French bean, and some sweet peas. Oh, that needs to be covered up a bit more. Oh, and some dwarf French bean. But yes, I've only just done these, so not expecting anything to come up just yet, but lots going on. Fergal sorted out my water butt earlier, so we've got that all set up, and got a hose, hello Olive, and we've put the compost here, so it's a bit more hidden because this is probably where the trellis is going to go. We have the archway here, which Fergal is now building, and we've got our 2 new veg beds, which have absolutely nothing in them at the moment, but never mind, happy with them anyway. obviously got our huge veg bed at the end, and I'm thinking basically that we're going to mirror this on this side. So we've got 2 more here. I've got that, which is going to be where my lettuce is going to go at some point. I'm not sure where to put that at the moment. And then obviously we'll have all this space in the middle, so I'm thinking maybe a really skinny long one in the middle. We'll figure that out at the end once we've done these ones. But yeah, very, very exciting. Fergal's just finished making the arch and it looks really good. I have decided that I am going to paint it. So I'll do that now, and I think we're going to get some sand and concrete so that we can have it in place and have it stay in place.
Windows down, scattered clouds, smell of spring outside. Open road, you sitting close. Let's go somewhere far away. As if all I have is you, and I'll be just fine. I'll be just fine.
Hi guys, it is Thursday today. I think the last time I vlogged was Tuesday, and the last thing I filmed was me painting the arch, and Fergal started work on a mesh frame for one of the beds. Basically, I've been looking all over Pinterest and I want a Pinterest worthy veg plot, and I've been seeing that some people, like the pro gardeners, on one of their beds they basically have like a wooden frame, and it's either got like mesh or chicken wire, or like it's almost like a mini greenhouse. So to start with, we're trying a mesh one, and we finished that yesterday, so I'll share it to you in a minute. But I'm gonna actually plant some stuff out there today because I was basically waiting for that to be done. And I think apparently carrots are good under mesh because they're prone to like carrot flies. Like cabbages and things like that are good. What else am I going to do? Strawberries. I'm going to put my strawberries under there. It's just a mixture of different things, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, let me show it to you now. Are you under the bed, Biggie? So this is the net frame that Fergal built me yesterday. It's really big, but we wanted it to be tall enough for all different veggies. So I think today, I think we need to add a little bit more compost, but I'm going to add some bits to it. So I've got this broccoli, which is definitely outgrown these containers, some strawberries, and some carrot seeds, which I'm just going to sow straight into the ground. So I've just planted everything up in here. So we've got carrots, strawberries and the broccoli. So hopefully this net will keep everything safe from bugs and birds and things. And then while I was doing that, Fergal put the arch in. So now this is how this looks as you're coming into the veg plot zone, and then we still need to do the trellises on either side, so I need to order those. But it is getting there very slowly. Still need to sort out veg beds over there, maybe one in the middle, sort out a whole flooring in here. I need to get a few more bits of compost, a few more bags of compost for that. And I also just sowed some more potatoes. But the runner beans seem to be doing quite well. Also, another quick veg update. I pricked out all the celery, and we actually have 2 whole trays of celery. So I really overdid it. We'll probably give one of these to Fergal's dad. My cucumbers are doing really well, so I'm really pleased with those. Don't look at that. That's we're not talking about that. Lettuces, I need to look up when I actually plant those out. I don't know if they're big enough yet. And then all my flowers are coming through, snap peas are coming through, radishes are popping off. What else? Got some lettuce coming through here. And I think my courgette, a few of them, I don't know if you can see, are starting to come through as well. So yeah, pretty successful at the moment. But yeah, it's slowly starting to come together. It's really exciting actually having veg in the ground. I already feel like I'm way too late doing everything, but maybe this year's a test year, and then by next year I'll definitely have everything done, so it will feel a bit more proper when I'm actually putting stuff in on the right timings and stuff. But I've also just quickly so we put most of the broccoli in the ground, but we had so many, so I've just put 4 in bigger pots, and we're going to give those to Fergal's dad because he also has a greenhouse. And one of our cucumbers, and I hope he doesn't mind, but we're going to give him a whole tray of celery because we don't need 2 trays of celery. But yeah, I'll probably finish the vlog out here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it wasn't too garden heavy. That's just a big part of our life at the moment, I guess. I guess this is like part 1 of creating my dream veg garden. I don't know how many parts there'll be, but this is part 1, and slowly getting there. Like I said, I'm really excited to see it come to life and have, yeah, veg growing and being able to pull stuff out, and yeah, hopefully it all goes to plan and stuff doesn't all just die, but we'll see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye guys.